So, like I said, I started to say about the size of a baby's stomach. On day one, a baby's stomach is holding about a quarter of an ounce of fluid. On day three, 1 ounce of fluid. And on day seven, they're up to 1.5 to 2 ounces of fluid is the amount that they can hold. So, because of those little stomachs and their high calorie needs, we need to encourage moms and caregivers to feed more often. Other tips to relay to your clients, breast milk should be warmed up using a microwave or hot water bath. That will both damage the proteins and it can cause these hot pockets, not the tasty microwavable snacks, but a pocket of hotness in the breast milk that could burn or damage their mouths or esophagus. Um, the bottle can be um, brought to room temperature by running it under warm water on the faucet, and that is if the baby is being bottle fed with express breast milk. If mom is breastfeeding to the breast, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to clean the nipple. You don't have to do any sort of prep. You just put the baby onto the breast. That express breast milk should be used within 48 hours of pumping, and it can be frozen up to 6 months if it's in a deep freeze, not a deep freeze freezer, not a freezer where it's opened on a regular basis. You need to gently shake to mix those layers. Remember, they're separated. And if mom is working, she's going to have to add some extra times in between feedings to pump and save. So really, this is a commitment because mom's not only breastfeeding the baby in person, then after she's done breastfeeding, she's pumping sometime in between the next feed so that she can build some storage. How to increase the supply of breast milk, nurse more often, wait until 3 to 4 weeks before introducing a bottle. Again, use both breasts at each feeding. And then this piece here, try and discourage non-nutritive sucking. I mean, that's a recommendation that's out there, but quite honestly, when I had my third, I needed some non-nutritive sucking because I was trying to take care of two other babies, and I was trying to care for this baby that wanted to be on the breast all the time. So, guess what? That third kid, she got the pacifier. So, I mean, these are just general recommendations, and families are going to take them and use them in a way that works best for them. All right, what if mom has some nipple soreness? She might use some lanolin tea bags to help decrease the inflammation around her nipples. But again, it's really going to be important to look at the latch of the infant. Some common reasons for failure of lactation. If mom has hyperthyroidism, that can affect that. If baby was given water or formula in the hospital, that might allow some latch problems. And I want you to think about this. When baby is given a bottle, they suck and they immediately have nourishment. Okay. There's not really a lot of work that has to go into it. When baby is put into breast, sometimes they need to suckle for a minute and a half before that letdown occurs. So if a child is used to a bottle, they could get really frustrated when they're put to the breast. So that's why sometimes there's that recommendation of, not switching back and forth between bottle and breast in the very first weeks of baby's life. The cool thing about breastfeeding is we have an automatic way to listen to baby's appetite, and we're setting baby up for a future of not eating when they're full or stopping when they're full. Because when baby's at the breast, we don't know how much they've eaten. They're done eating, they're going to turn their head and you're going to burp them and they're going to be done. Think of watching somebody feed a baby, or if you fed a baby with a bottle, oftentimes we'll just keep giving them that bottle back, even though they're showing us visible signs of fullness. We'll just keep giving them that bottle back so they finish the bottle, and we're not allowing them to recognize their feelings of satiation and maybe setting themselves up for